There is only one thing worse than a rapist. Boom. A child.
Hey guys, girls, and everyone in between and beyond, it's Tally with a new video, and I am catching up. I'm doing my best. So episode 3 was a lot, and honestly, I absolutely can't wait to continue because, yeah, I'm sure the others have a lot to say about everything that just happened. Where do I even start my review of that? And I share my thoughts, but I have a lot of them. By a lot, I mean a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. We found out how Salem came to be the way she is. We found out about Ozpin's backstory. Everything, essentially. Like, I don't think there's even anything left to reveal at this point. Backstory-wise, I mean. God, that was such a huge information load they dumped on us in that episode. Holy crap. I was theorizing about Salem's actual agenda, and I think I was thinking about her actually wanting to collect the relics and have humanity be wiped out, essentially. But I've been talking to other people about this, just their own theories, and someone brought up that it's actually, they agree that she's definitely trying to get the gods to wipe out humanity. But the thing I missed was, they said judgment will be passed on humanity, but they said they destroy the entire planet, if I'm not mistaken. And Salem's curse is, like, the thing is, if they wanted to punish Salem, that wouldn't do much good because she'd still survive that if it was just about surviving humanity. Like, they wiped out all of humanity once and Salem survived it. And Ozpin probably, well, he wouldn't survive it, but he would come back to life. However, if their plan is to completely demolish the planet this time around when the relics are gathered,
then man will be found irredeemable, and your world will be wiped from existence.
Salem's curse is stated as,
you cannot die. You cannot be with your beloved.
So long as this world turns, you shall walk its face.
So when the planet is destroyed, it obviously stops turning, and there could be the only possibility for Salem to die. So maybe her end goal in all of this is dying, essentially, because she's been trying to find ways for millions of years, probably, like not just thousands. She saw an entirely new age of evolution. She witnessed all of that. And since the only way of her to die, unless they find some sort of different loophole, since that's the only way she can die in the end, that could be her end goal. And that makes me more convinced than ever that her followers don't know all of her plans. They probably don't know exactly how she's cursed, or that she's cursed at all. They probably don't even know that she's immortal. Maybe they do know that, but they don't know the specifics, and they don't know that she's only doing all of this so she can die and wipe out the rest of the planet with it. Because, like, that would mean their deaths too, so who knows. Yeah, I definitely don't think that they know everything about her plans. There's just so much, because on one hand, I don't think they do know, but on the other hand, even if they do know, what are they going to do? So we know so far that probably all of the people that have betrayed Ozpin betrayed them probably because they found out about the fact that essentially there is no way of winning against Salem. That we know. Because someone else pointed this out to me as well. Jin said, Ozpin asked Jin specifically, how do I destroy Salem? And Jin said, you can't. But emphasis on you. She did not say that somebody else can't do it. She just said that Ozpin can do it. So maybe. We'll see. God, I'm still all over my head about that whole thing. It's just, I feel like I keep talking gibberish half the time before this episode because I still haven't processed all of that. Honestly, it was just a lot. Anyway, I can't think of anything else. Did I cover everything? I feel like I still missed something. Salem and Ozma's children definitely weren't the maidens, but I feel like that was kind of foreshadowing in a way well, not foreshadowing, but basically when Ozpin, or whatever incarnation of the wizard, met these 4 women, they reminded him of his daughters, probably, and that's why he gave them the powers. With that, they also inherited his reincarnation abilities, I guess, because that's part of his powers. It would have made sense for his children to inherit that, although then again, that's a curse. Just like they probably hadn't inherited Salem's immortality, they just inherited their magic. They died. Indefinitely. But the maidens still exist. I guess my final theory about this is Salem is probably trying to gather the relics so she can die, because it's probably the only way she knows how. That reminds me of something, but I can't remember where it's from. I feel like I've heard a similar plot like that before, but I can't remember where. I've been talking for way too long again, and I actually want to record 2 episodes back to back this time, so I better get going. RWBY, Volume 6, Chapter 4, so that's how it is. I didn't address the title because that's once again a title I can't really do anything with. I can't tell if the titles have gone more vague intentionally, so they don't give anything away, or they're just running out of good titles. Enough talking, seriously. RWBY, Volume 6. Chapter 4. In 3, 2, 1, and play. And I still haven't memorized this intro. I really need to, so I can sing along and make syncing up a bit easier. I'll get it done eventually. I love my girls. Oh, those are the smoke effects from last episode. Yeah, all of this makes sense now. Those were past reincarnations. Ah. And I assume John isn't shoving Oscar against the wall, but Ozpin, obviously. Yeah, actually I should have thought of that. He doesn't really have beef with Oscar. That was just kind of mad at Ozpin. Anyway. Series created by Monty.
Salem can't be killed. You all heard her too, right?
That's where we left off.
There was so much you hadn't told us. How could you think that was okay?
Professor? What is your plan to defeat Salem?
He doesn't have one. Yeah, oh my god. Wait, as I said it. Okay, I know that's Ozpin ahead of him, but it still hurts me to see a 14-year-old get punched.
I was cursed. I gave my life to you because you gave me a place in this world.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot all about Raven
I
and
was finally doing some good.
Crow.
You are. Meeting you was the worst luck of my life.
Ironically, yeah. That was also his bad luck at play, huh?
Maybe you're right.
Yeah, come on. Don't punch that 14-year-old.
Gone.
That bastard! Tell him we're not done yet!
No, this is different. He's gone. It's like he's locked himself deep inside my head.
Well, how convenient. So he doesn't have to do this shit.
I hate this. I want it to stop.
He just left us?
What are we gonna do now?
Enough! We need to get a move on. It'll be dark before we know it, and every one of you is spewing negativity.
True. Which is what Ozpin had feared, but
there's a trail
still.
Over there. Trails usually lead somewhere.
Lady, I don't know who you think you are, but...
No buts! I understand that you're upset. Honestly, I'm still coming to terms with the fact that this is humanity's second time around.
Yeah,
But
that's crazy.
if we don't move, we die. And I'll be damned if I've lived this long just to die out here in the cold.
Fair.
No, she's right. Come on.
Oh, all of her dust crystals. I hadn't even thought of Crow and Raven, yeah. Oh my god, Raven knew. Why is this only hitting me now? Raven knows.
I'm just going to be another one of his lives, aren't I?
I'm going to talk about that
course
afterwards
not.
because
You're your own person.
Don't lie to him.
Raven
Ruby.
makes so much sense now.
We're better than that.
Everything about Raven makes so much sense now. Oh my god. She knows. Of course she knows. Okay. Emerald! Come on, get out of there, sweetie. I want Emerald to find out about. I don't know. I want her to find out about it.
Welcome back, welcome back. I do hope you
Oh,
missed
he has
us as much as we
tail
missed
back.
you.
But it looks different this
Let's
time.
go.
Speaking of which, where is our fall maiden?
Emerald, come on.
Don't tell me something happened to her.
I just want her to snap. Come on.
I will
Punch him.
cut off more than just your tail.
Careful, little girl. Cinder isn't here to protect you anymore.
Oh god. Oh.
Back off, freak.
Oh, don't misunderstand. I am in mourning just as you.
Right.
Because it appears you failed our queen. And that is a tragedy.
Oh god, I want Emerald to be okay. Come on. She just constantly looks terrified and unsure of herself around Salem. There's no way she isn't getting out of there anytime soon. Also, I think Watts made Tyrion's new tail, but I think it was confirmed already.
Explain to me how it is you failed so spectacularly.
The Fauna's militia split our forces.
Stop.
That's the first time I see Hazel scared too.
Let me rephrase the question. Who is responsible for your defeat?
Raven? Are they gonna say Raven?
I take full responsibility.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That wouldn't be fair now, would it?
That was fast.
We all know who's truly to blame.
I don't.
Oh god. That is so terrifying.
Emerald.
No, don't hurt her. Don't hurt my baby. Don't hurt her.
I want you to tell me whose fault this was. Now.
Cinder! We failed because of Cinder.
That's right. I want you to understand that failure. I want you to understand why Cinder must be left to toil in her isolation until she redeems herself.
Isolation. I'm sorry.
You mean she's alive?
Oh yeah, of course she knows.
You're joking. How could you know that?
Are you questioning our divine savior?
I mean, yeah, we know she's alive, but... Oh, damn it, Emerald knows she's alive.
Of course not. Forgive me.
That throws away my entire theory.
It's important not to lose sight of what drives us. Love, justice, reverence. But the moment you put your desires before my own, they will be lost to you. This isn't a threat. This is simply the truth. The path to your desires is only found through me.
I am not talking a lot this episode, I'm sorry. Oh, it's so crazy to think that we know everything about this place.
Press on. The sword under Vacuo's academy, Shade.
Ma'am. I have more to report.
Okay, so they are going for Vacuo
Crow and the
next.
children are taking the lamp to Atlas.
Not if I can help it.
Oh, not
And
you
they're
again.
being led by Ozpin.
I mean, duh.
So soon?
He's the only man with a chance of getting through to Ironwood. If that
Oh
happens...
god. Oh, that looks so realistic now, I love it.
Leave. Your Grace, I can...
Come on.
I swear, I could actually feel the temperature in that room job, so now I have literal goosebumps. Come on, they're focusing so much on Emerald. I still have so much hope for her. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm still rooting for Emerald. There's no way they're not planning something with her. They're focusing so much on her. She stands out so much among the villains as the only one who seems to have any regrets about this. I mean, Mercury too, but not as much as Emerald.
Just want to get this stupid relic to Atlas. Let's hope we don't have to walk all the way there.
I thought trails led somewhere.
Do you have nothing better to do than to harass a defenseless old lady?
Everyone quiet.
I'm sure she's not quite that
you hear
defenseless. Oh hey, houses. Looks abandoned though. But maybe, I mean, it's still shelter from the cold. A little at least, probably.
Well, at least one good thing happened today.
Brunswick Farms.
It looks abandoned.
It's still better than this.
Come on. I think we could all use some rest.
I must really suck having a motorbike with you and not being able to use it all the time. I actually think it's kind of not a smart move of her to take it to Atlas with her, because you can't really use it in the snow. Wait, what? Oh my god. That was it already. I mean, I did plan on recording 4 and 5 back to back, which I'm definitely going to do. That felt so much shorter. I mean, it is only 12 something minutes, but yeah, that still felt so much shorter. I don't know why. Yeah. Okay. My thoughts. Anyway, where was I right now? Right, having Bumblebee with her seems kind of impractical for Yang because she can't really use it in the snow. Unless it's, I mean, it is, it is a fantasy show, so it might have some advanced technology or special tires that have grip on snow. I don't know. I don't know how cars or vehicles work. at least. I mean, I'm not an expert. I don't know if she'll get to use it that much, is my point. So she might as well have left it in Mistral. Then again, Yang wouldn't just leave it anywhere. People would probably steal it. I am still rooting for Emerald, as I said. They are focusing so much on her. They already pointed out, even in Volume 4 already, they showed her reactions and emotions so much more clearly and in such a drastic contrast to the others. At the beginning of Volume 4, Mercury still looked pretty happy to be there. At least he didn't look as scared and terrified and doubting himself as much as Emerald constantly did. And now at the end of Volume 5, a complete breakdown. He seems not as convinced about staying with Salem right now, so maybe he'll eventually ditch them too. But as for redeeming him, I don't know yet. As for Emerald, I'm holding out hope. Although I'm going to have to throw my theory around a little, because I didn't think Salem would already know that Cinder is alive. I had the theory that Emerald thought Cinder was dead, so she wouldn't have any loyalty towards Salem anymore, and was going to leave fairly soon and join the good guys possibly. Which I still have doubts about because of the whole Penny thing. And I mean, they might sort of blame Pyrrha on her too, even though it wasn't her killing her, but she was still involved with Cinder and in all of those plans. Like, she knew about that. She set that up. Obviously, she is indirectly responsible for Penny. So I still don't know quite how well they'd accept her, because I don't know, I feel like she'd have to make a tremendous sacrifice for that to happen. I don't know if she's now going to leave Salem anytime soon because Cinder is alive and she knows about it. I mean, I always theorized that Cinder was still alive, but I also theorized that Emerald didn't know about it. She could, however, knowing that Cinder is alive, also try to escape from Salem and try to join up with Cinder again. And maybe then when she meets up with Cinder again, she finds that Cinder doesn't really care about her that much and is going to have to make the decision of going back to the bad guys, but Salem would probably kill her if she did. And so instead she then joins the good guys because she has nowhere else to go. There are so many ways this could go down, but so many things that complicate it. Yeah, as for everything else that happens, our team has found shelter, so they're probably going to hang out there for a while, probably talk a little more. I feel like, what's her name, Maria, is going to talk about herself a little. Like, I don't buy the whole defenseless old lady thing. There's no way. Every time there's an old lady in an anime or cartoon, they are probably super OP when they're important. Ozpin is a gigantic chicken, essentially, and doesn't even want to explain himself to them. Fuck him, honestly. Salem is in every way seething, so who knows what her next move is going to be. I feel like they are definitely going to head to Atlas. Yeah, everything bad is just going to follow them around. Probably even Adam, because he knows they are heading for Atlas, so. Okay, enough talking. I want to get into episode 5. So episode 5 is called The Coming Storm, which could be metaphorical, as in what we've had so far was just the calm before the storm. Or it's gonna mean a literal storm, because Team RWBY plus Crow plus Oscar plus Maria, this is such a mouthful. They do just find shelter, and if there's an actual snowstorm, blizzard, etc. coming up, they might have to wait that out for a while. Leaves a lot of time for some more stories. Maybe Ozpin deciding he's not such a coward and actually explaining himself to them. Maybe theorizing about ways they can actually defeat Salem, although I feel like they're probably pretty hopeless at this point. Maybe also some good room for awkwardness and angst between Blake and Yang, because there isn't really a lot of space where they can escape to in a storm when they get into an argument, and there's so much tension between them. We've already seen that in the first episode. Oh, I am ready for that. I feel like we're probably going to continue right where we left off with good guys, and we haven't seen Adam in a while. Although I was wrong with my theory at first that we weren't going to see a lot of Adam in this volume, at least at the beginning of it, which was then immediately debunked because he showed up right after the first scene. But we haven't seen him since, so maybe he's going to show up again in this episode, showing him heading to Atlas. And I totally forgot, oh my god, Raven. I need so much more time to think about that. I'm going to talk about them more probably at the beginning of my next reaction a little more, because Raven's entire character makes so much more sense now. Like, of course she wouldn't be on Ozpin's side if she knows everything that the others don't, which apparently she does. She knows there isn't any hope. Raven is the kind of person, she's going to try and keep Salem from getting all the relics. That's why she took in the Spring Maiden and became the Spring Maiden herself, but then all she did was run from Salem and didn't try to save anyone else. Like, the only thing that was on her agenda was keeping Salem from collecting all of the relics so humanity isn't doomed that early on, and basically survive her life, survive for as long as she can, and then when she dies eventually, maybe of old age, maybe earlier, because people don't really die of old age in Remnant with all the Grimm around, and then it's not her problem anymore, essentially. She just die and leave humanity to fend for themselves afterwards. When she's dead, it's not her problem anymore. While it seems selfish to some, I also get it at the same time, because why would she put herself at risk when she knows there isn't any way to defeat Salem anyway, as far as everybody knows so far, obviously. I have my theories about that maybe it's Ruby, the Silver Eyes. Of course, the Silver Eyes. Salem fell into the pit where the Grimm spawned from. So Salem is made of the same essence as the Grimm to an extent. She is immortal, but the Silver Eyes are the Grimm's biggest weakness. So I feel like Ruby is probably the one with the biggest chance against Salem. Okay, I mean, that shouldn't really surprise me. She is the protagonist with the way all of this is set up. But yeah, the only possibility I can think of them defeating Salem is Ruby. Oh, another thing, because Ospin specifically asked Jin how to destroy Salem. But when Ruby used her Silver Eyes against the Grimm dragon, it froze. So maybe the way to stop Salem, not destroy her, stop her, would be working the same way, essentially. Yeah, that's everything I can come up with at this point. So much talking again. Before an episode, there's just, God, Ruby has gotten good. In terms of lore, not a lot has happened in Volume 4 and 5. And now in Volume 6, they are suddenly dropping so much stuff on us. My mind honestly gets blown every 5 minutes. Okay then, we're on episode 8 right now, so after this I will be done with episode 5, so 3 more to go and I'm caught up. I'm doing pretty well for myself, I think. Yeah, without further ado, Ruby, Volume 6, Chapter 5. In 3, 2, 1, and play. This one is a bit longer, but not much, so doing these two back-to-back was a good decision. I try to do that often when I'm a few episodes behind, but the other episodes before that were too long for it, so I had planned this. I specifically asked how long are all the episodes, so I could plan to do some back-to-back. And people told me these are actually pretty good to do back-to-back, so I'm probably right about the fact that this one is going to continue right where we left off. Anyway, I need to memorize this intro. Yeah, I don't have it down yet. Oh, Emerald, come on. I just want Emerald to get out of there. Osprey, you freaking coward. And there's Cinder. This intro is still growing on me. I don't know where to rank it yet, honestly. Series created by Monty. Okay, here we go.
Do you have my information?
And I'm wrong again!
Of course
we are not continuing right where we left off. We are going back to Cinder.
Although I can't promise you'll be pleased.
Sometimes I'm so spot on, and sometimes I'm just completely wrong about what's going to happen next.
Exactly far from here. Argus is rarely a destination for folks. Chances are they'll be going straight to
Atlas.
Huh.
You know, you turned out to be quite the interesting customer. Cinder.
Well, that didn't take long.
It's not often a single client brings me double the business.
Is that her? Wait. Is that her? This is what I was spoiled about. I mean, I didn't know the context, but Oh my god, there she is. She's back.
Maybe put away the good glass.
I'm honestly mad I was spoiled about this.
What are you doing?
It's been so long. Oh my god. I'm still not talking. Hi, Neo. Nice. Oh my god, we hadn't even seen Neo in the new style yet. That just hit me. And the new animation. God, it looks good. She looks good. Oh, that's so cool. The way she uses her parasol and everything. Wow. Oh my god.
That's enough, ladies. I love dinner and a show, but it's time to take it outside.
Hi, Neo. It has been a minute. Oh, she still does that. It's still so cool.
You've gotten stronger.
It has been a while since you've seen her. Oh, there's the head. Oh.
I don't have time for your misplaced blame, girl. I didn't kill your boss. If you want revenge, take it up with Little Red.
Yeah. It wasn't Ruby either. He got eaten by a Grim.
You're not the only one with a grudge against Ruby.
True. She's so cute.
We both want that girl dead.
She's so beautiful.
Wasting your time fighting me. And let's discuss how we kill her together.
Are we going to join up? I can't decide. Huh.
Let's talk.
I mean, they do kind of have a common goal.
Right.
Oh, I didn't even catch that until Cinder said, "Oh, right." But yeah, let's talk.
I don't get it. The empty towns I
Cinder
passed
is doing
through
the
are
talking.
damaged or unfinished.
So yeah, I think that does confirm that
This
Neo
place
is
looks
mute.
fine.
Maybe
you guys-
everyone left in a hurry.
Can't you guys go
Before
inside?
things took a turn.
Ah, of course. Locked doors are a thing.
Stay on guard.
Okay. Yeah, it looks abandoned to me.
Close the door already! It's cold enough in here as it is.
Oh my god, it's so
I saw
bizarre
a
to have
chimney
Neo
from the
back. I'm
outside.
sorry, just...
Maybe we could get a fire going? Please. I'll look for some blankets.
Yang, go with her.
Looks like a study. Or library?
So weird to see those paintings of families that don't live there anymore. Stuff.
What do you think?
Something doesn't feel right.
Let's look for some...
As usual. Oh god. What just happened? Oh my god. Zombies? No. No, that looked dead to me. Okay, so it's probably not been abandoned for that long, I guess. Oh, otherwise.
It's the same in every house.
Huh.
What?
Bodies. Every bed in every home. It's like the
So
whole
they all
estate just
died
went
at
to sleep
night.
and never woke up.
Yeah.
then we're not staying here.
And it probably hasn't been that long
We
ago.
don't have a choice. Storm outside's only getting worse.
Oh,
We'd
I'd be so
freeze to
creeped
death
out.
before we made it anywhere.
Well, might as well get comfortable.
Well, the big question is, how did they all die in the same night?
Let's do something. If this place wasn't abandoned, it might still have supplies we could use.
Hey, yeah. Maybe even a car.
I'll do another sweep of the grounds. No one else goes anywhere alone.
Yang and I can search the other buildings for vehicles.
Yes, please do that.
Fine. Whatever gets me out of this house.
Here we go. Oh, this is what I've been waiting for. I am dressed appropriately again. Be angst, be angst, be angst. Oh, she looks so cute with that blanket.
Food always makes me feel better. Just saying.
Oh.
Right.
I'll tell you what. You keep that fire fed, and I'll find us a story to read before bed.
Cool. You know, you guys could have brought winter coats with you if you're going to such a cold climate. Yeah, I know they'd have to create new models for that and stuff. I know. Anime logic. Anyway.
Something tells me that's not street legal.
The two characters with the most tension between them, all alone in one gigantic abandoned building.
What do you think happened here?
There's that well in the square. Maybe water contamination?
Yeah, maybe.
But they all died in the same night, so...
Hey, are you okay?
Yeah. I mean, no. But, I don't know. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so awkward and I'm living for it.
Hey, I found something.
Like, how did they even start talking about everything? Oh god. Ah, here we go.
What is it?
I was just seeing things. I'm sorry. I still get flashes from that night.
Oh my god, they are talking about it.
Do you think Adam's still out there?
Oh my god.
I don't know. If he went back to the White Fang, there would have been serious consequences. But he never really liked people telling him what to do. Adam's strong, but his real power comes from control. He used to get in my head, make me feel small.
Mm-hmm.
But now I see he just wanted to pull me down to his size. Hey, I'm not leaving. And if we ever see him again, I promise I'll be there. I'll protect you.
What?
What?
Forget it. Let's just have it.
But what about...
We're fine. We can hook that flatbed up to Bumblebee in the morning. Should carry everyone. Mission accomplished.
Oh, and this is only the tip of the iceberg, I can already tell.
There.
Nice. Ooh, a bar.
On second thought, maybe we should keep this room closed.
Huh?
I'm just...
Keep Crow away from it.
not sure how well my uncle's taking all of this.
Oh.
Oh.
I already was thinking in the same
Come on.
direction then.
We'll never get to Atlas on an empty stomach.
Yeah, they probably have some food still lying around. Please no jump scare. Please no jump
Ruby?
scare.
Are we really still going to Atlas?
Why wouldn't we be?
I mean, you heard what Jen said. If there's no way to kill Salem, then
What's the point in all of this?
Here come the doubts.
You can't be serious.
Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just really tired and I really, really hate this place. Anything in there?
I have a theory, but I don't like it.
More alcohol. At least we'll never have problems starting a fire.
What's that?
Something you probably don't want to open.
A
or probably
wine cellar?
shouldn't open.
What? What is it? Food!
Yay!
Canned food?
Oh, trust me. You put
It means
enough
it's
salt on
still
anything
good.
and it will taste just fine.
Well, I guess it's better than nothing. But I still seriously hate this place.
I'm both intrigued what's in there, and at the same time I don't want to know. Oh, no, 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 nope, 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 not doing that. Please tell me that wasn't the end of the episode. God damn it! Why do they keep doing that? So anyway... Okay, my theory. I'm actually kind of glad this episode was over, because I feel like I would have lost my thought then. They did all pass away in the same night. And they look like they haven't been dead for that long. Like, they look like they were just starting to decay, but there were no skeletons yet or anything. Then again, maybe they can't really decay because it's too cold. I wish I knew more about this stuff, because I feel like every time I start to theorize about something that I don't know that much about, it makes me look stupid. I think I read somewhere that bodies can't decay that well if it's that cold, and they just they just freeze over, essentially. I'd have to Google. Both Yang and Y stated that they were tired, and while that could definitely be true because they've been through a lot in one day, these people seem to have passed away in their sleep, so maybe there's some sort of curse over this village, or there's something in the air there, and maybe it has to do with the thing that's locked up in that cellar there, whatever it is, something that kills people while they're asleep. What I'm saying is, I don't want them to fall asleep under any circumstance right now until I know what's going on there. I don't know if it's a Grimm in the cellar, but I feel like Grimm attract other Grimm, don't they? Well, not necessarily. They get attracted by, well, negative emotions. I can't really think of anything else locked down there that would be so dangerous it would have to stay locked up. I mean, we're going to see eventually. My theory for now is that it's maybe some kind of Grimm. So I was very wrong at the beginning of this episode, once again, that we were going to continue right where we left off, because what did we get? Cinder and also Neo. I'm still kind of mad I was spoiled about that, damn it. That would have been such a good plot twist. Like, people have been asking about her for a while, and obviously Rooster Teeth never said anything. They were just, keep watching. And here she is, out of nowhere. I really want to know her ties with this guild or these bandits, because I'm probably not too wrong about the fact that her motive is probably revenge. I mean, she is wearing Roman's hat and she's stuck with the others only because of Roman. I think she's similar to Emerald in that regard. Maybe Emerald and Neo are going to find common ground eventually. Either way, it's so weird to see her in the new style and with the new animation, because we really haven't seen her since Volume 3. It looks good, she looks gorgeous. Her fighting style looks so much more realistic now, and they can apply everything so much better. The way she uses her parasol to lighten her fall and everything, it's so cool. And we still don't entirely know what her semblance is. The way she can always burst into shots. People always thought it's similar to Emerald with illusions. At the same time, it's not the same. Because unlike Emerald, who can only affect up to 2 people, at least comfortably, Neo's semblance seems to work on everyone, so it doesn't affect people's minds. Like, it's not just in their heads, it's something she's actually doing. Yeah, I feel like we're going to find out about that eventually. Yang's PTSD is still present. Lots of people were voicing concerns over that it was just going to magically be gone after Volume 4 or Volume 5, which thankfully isn't the case because it doesn't work like that. She's still seeing flashes of Adam. Now Blake knows about it too, and they actually touched upon that already, and they have so much stuff to work through. I feel like there's going to be a lot of that in the next few episodes, and I can't wait to see it. Just the awkwardness and tension between them. This is what I've been waiting for 2 years now. Honestly. Oh, this is going to be so good. The only thing better than angst. No, I'm not going to say yangst again. The only thing better than angst is gay angst. And on that note, I can't think of anything else to talk about. I'm seriously all over my head through today's recording. I keep stumbling over my own words because there's so much to process in all of these episodes all of a sudden. I was about to say they need to give me a break, but they kind of did because episode 4 and 5 were a lot shorter than the one before that, but I still chose to watch them back to back because I'm an idiot. No, I mean, it was a good decision. They worked together pretty well. I wonder what the next one is going to give us. This one didn't give us any Adam except for Yang's vision. No, not vision, but, you know, her PTSD. Ironically, I was right about the fact that we were going to see Adam again in this episode. Just not him himself, but still. Anyway, I enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed that too, and I'll see you in the next video.